everyone, and welcome back to Plus Ultra Pitching. Today I have yet another pitching warm-up for you. If you are warming up to start a game and you are an intermediate pitcher, so again, throwing between, I would say, 60 to 70% strikes, 60 to 75% strikes consistently in practice, this might be a good warm-up for you. This is not too different from the warm-up that we posted last week. So if you feel like I move a little too fast through any of these movements, I encourage you to go check out our beginner's warm-up because I go a little bit more in depth into some of these motions. Now, anytime I do a pitching warm-up, we look for general themes. So you'll notice in all of these videos, I'm going to have something that will warm up our wrist snap, we'll warm up our shoulders, then we'll warm up our whole body, including our legs, before we go into full motion. And we can do that if you have a changeup, right? If you're an intermediate pitcher, you probably have a changeup at least. You could either warm up your changeup at the same time of doing all of these drills, or you can move through all of these drills with just your fastball and then come back in and do it with your changeup. Totally pitcher's preference. For intermediate pitchers, we're still going to start with our wrist snap, but instead of doing all the snap ups and self snaps, intermediate pitchers should have a sufficient wrist snap to be able to just start snapping it to their catcher. Of course, if you're waiting for your catcher to get gear on, I do suggest trying the snap ups or the self snaps then. But as the first drill for intermediate pitchers, if this net is my catcher, we're going to start just snapping the ball right to our catcher. Some of the key things in this positioning is we have our power K legs. So all my toes, knees, and hips are facing towards my catcher at this point. I would say my weight is in the middle of my body. I'm not too far back. I'm also not leaning forward. And notice my heel's off the ground. I see a lot of girls kind of keep their heel close to the ground. Try to keep it nice and high so that when you're dragging, you remember to only drag your toe. When we bring the ball back to initiate the wrist snap, the ball is going to be facing up with a bend in our elbow. We're going to bring our elbow down towards our hips and then snap straight through with a nice loose follow through. After we do our snaps to our catcher, we're then going to move on to either the backward circle drill that I introduced last week or the nasty nester drill, which is a separate video that I'll link below. But for this video, I'm going to demonstrate the nasty nester drill. At this point, we're going to be warming up our shoulders. So I'm a righty, and the nasty nester drill is when we kind of tick-tock front and back and then pitch the ball. The leg that we're doing the tick-tocking on is going to be the leg of your throwing hand side. So for me, I'm a righty. My right leg is going to stay planted while my left leg is going to swing back and forth. This is going to help start to get our whole body into the pitch. So I'm going to kick my left leg forward, I'll kick it back, so now my chest is facing towards the ground, and then the next time my leg comes forward and I extend my hips, I'm going to pitch the ball. So all in all, the drill will look something like this. Move back after your wrist snap before you do the nasty nester drill. After you do the nasty nester drill, hopefully your shoulder will feel more warmed up. And again, you can swap that with the backward circle drill that we introduced last week. But once you're done warming your shoulder up, let's warm up our walkthroughs and long toss before hitting full motion. And just a quick reminder of what the walkthroughs will look like. Today I'll demonstrate as if I'm doing long toss. So I'll start from like full distance of my catcher, and I'll, for me, take a step with my right foot, a step with my left, right, pitch. I'll get the ball back from my catcher, take a few steps back, and go through the same process. Left, right, left, pitch. Get the ball back, take a few more steps further away from my catcher, and same thing. Right, left, right, pitch. After you're done with your walkthroughs and long toss, you should feel ready for full motion. One note about the long toss, if you choose to do it, is once you reach your peak distance, continue doing the walkthroughs coming in and coming closer to your catcher until you get to your full distance again. So if I started back here, I would keep doing my walkthroughs until, oh my gosh, I'm back in my starting position now. From here, we'll do our full motion pitching to get ready for the game. I hope that this was helpful. Again, this was designed for intermediate pitchers, and I know I might have moved a little fast through some of those movements, but you can either rewind and check it out again, or check out the links in the videos below where I do go into a little bit more detail about each of these. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. Like this video so we can help as many people around the world learn how to pitch for free. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel because we put out new videos every single week. And if you have subscribed, a really big thank you. We have a lot of cool stuff coming your way, and I'm so excited that you're on this ride with us. I'll see you guys next week, and as always, plus ultra.